Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Marissa and I run a crochet business in Central Texas and it is Work in Progress Wednesday. So happy Whip Wednesday everybody. I'm going to show you the two whips that I have going. I'm going to talk about my market from a couple weekends ago and I don't know what else we're going to get into. Before I show you my first whip, I'm going to let you guess what it is. So, any guesses? This is not going to be used in my work in progress after all. This is a product of me not following a pattern like I'm supposed to and just freehanding something. Don't do it. Just don't do it because you might end up with whatever this thing is. What should I turn it into though? Let me know. I will show you what it's supposed to be. I started working on a weenie dog. And I love the head. I did follow the pattern for this, and it's a lot bigger than what I thought it was going to be. It's a rose and lily pattern, free here on YouTube. I read a lot of the comments say the same thing, that it was a lot bigger than what they thought it was going to be, but I love the big floppy ears. I will be going back though and following her instructions for the body. I really think I just wanted something kind of mindless that I could just like watch TV and crochet and not go back to the video and pause. What I really need to just do is buy her printable pattern so I can just read it and carry on with my life, because I thought I could just do a cylinder for the body like this. And I don't like it. I'm not going to actually use that. So let me know what you think this should be. My next work in progress comes from a custom order that I took after my vendor event the other weekend. And I don't normally do custom orders, but I'm really grateful for this one. And I'll show you the parts I have so far. The body. Any guesses on this one so far? You'll be able to tell with this part. This is what I'm working on of it now. It's pretty obvious, I think. And I also have the ears done. So, be something like this. Yeah? I like how it's coming along so far. This is the elephant by Crochet Grove, and I really like that. For the next part of the video, I'm going to go over what did not sell at my market. That'll be a shorter list than what did sell. It was an extremely successful market. I want to talk about some of the really, really sweet kids that were there that came by and just reminisce. I'd love to have this, just a recap of it on video because it was a really, really good time and I want to remember that. So let me pack up my whips and get out all the things that didn't sell from my show, and I'll come back. This was one of the other custom orders. So we had the elephant that I haven't finished quite yet. The same lady wanted a spider, so I did a spider. And so that's why I got that speckledy yarn. It actually has a very light tint of brown speckled through it, but I don't feel like that comes up on camera very well. But that is partly why I paired it with these brown eyes, because in person you can see that and it looks really cool. The third custom order, I don't have it here in person with me. I already delivered it to a lady locally, but I'll put it right here. I want you to get to see sleepy little Milo in the background. Hopefully you can see him. I had Milo and Raz in here a little bit ago. Raz. Okay, I have everything out in front of me that didn't sell at my market, and then I can go over with photos what did sell. And some of it sold to family and a family friend, like within the first hour, just when they saw me start putting up my post, like, hey, I'm at the farmer's market. They're all in North Carolina though, and I'm in Texas, so I'm gonna have to package a big box and find out what's the best way to ship. So, if you have a preferred way to ship your plushies that you feel is secure, will you let me know in the comments? Because I'm kind of new to shipping them and it's a pretty big order, and I would feel horrified if anything got lost in the mail or something. I didn't take business cards. I didn't really have any proper signage at the market. I'll put some pictures up here. My son and husband came in the morning and helped me set up, and I was shocked because I used to have a RAV, like an SUV, that I would use for all my vendor markets, and I had downsized to a Yaris, and thankfully everything fit in there. I was really surprised about that because it's a small car, it's not an SUV. I did print out this though, and I thought it was pretty cute. It's got a couple of the Highland cows that I showed you in the last video on it. And I just had this sitting there on the table. And let's go over what did not sell. So, firstly, things that did not sell were these ducks. I have a few different colors. We've got this like pastel duck. We've got just like a traditional duck. And all of them have embroidered features. So I think they stood out in that way. And then I did a yellow duck. So what do you think of these? Do I need to add anything to them? The original pattern called for a different style of beak as well as little wings on the side, but I really like this just plain like it is. They're just nice, they're very squishy, and they're just fun to me, but they didn't sell, and I'd never worry about that too much because just because they didn't at this show doesn't mean that they won't at another one. This was something I didn't get to show you in the last video either. These were a pattern test that I took after filming that, and they're little squishy frogs. I had a kid come up to the booth, and she squished one, and she goes, I was expecting them to be squishier, so I think I have some work to do. Kids are very honest, so I think I need to make them squishier somehow. And this is the same artist. This is a pattern from the same designer. I didn't test this one though. This was the first pattern I bought from her. And it's Puppy. I had 3 of these and 2 did sell, but this one did not. I did have a lady tell me though that she thought it looked like Zero from Nightmare Before Christmas, and I agree. His little wispy face and everything. I think if I'd have kept him all white, he really would have looked like that. I like this one, and my son, he's almost 2, he loves the puppies. So I'm gonna make plenty more of those. Oh, hang on, let me show you. I told you in the last video that I was trying to go through my entire yarn stash before buying more yarn, but I had 3 total custom orders since my market, and I did end up getting this for one of the custom orders, but I think this will look really, really good as a puppy color. I need to look it up so I can tell you what it is, but I do know it's from Michaels, and it's the same brand as most of the other yarn that I use, but I'll tell you the colorway here in a little bit. My red mermaid did not sell, but my green one did. So no on the red one. I will be making these again though. I'm gonna have these ongoingly, I think. And I showed you these last time, my little daisy babies. Neither of those sold this time, nor did my purple dragon, but everything else sold. So let's go over that, and then I'll show you the other 2 custom orders that I did. All right, so now let's go over what did sell. I'm gonna look at my phone while I tell you these so I don't forget anything. I sold 3 of the 5 squishy frogs and 3 of 3 on my little kitties. I sold the green mermaid, as well as 3 out of 3 of my big cats. I sold my goblin, my goat. That was a hard one to part with, but it's going to family, so I am happy about that. um, the big sunflower sold, and 3 of the 4 cows that I took sold. And lastly, 2 of the 3 puppies that I took, I didn't get to show you them last time, but I'm gonna put some footage here if I can find it of those as well. They were really cute, and I can't recommend that pattern enough, so try those out. They're really, really quick market make, and they're well loved, and I love them too. I love making them. And that's it. I didn't have a whole lot. And you can tell by the pictures it was really small, so I think the next one that I do is gonna be bigger, but thank you so much to everyone that ordered something from me. Um, I love the location too. It's right by the creek, so it was really peaceful, and I had no idea that there was a mermaid festival going on the same day, so that was pretty cool as well. People were walking by in like mermaid outfits, and there were just tons of kids there, and my booth was right next to the like inflatable blow up bouncy castles, so it was just a good location. I think I was kind of worried about the heat cuz it's up until today we hadn't had any cooler weather here. So luckily I was under a tree, and the shade and just the morning air, it felt really really good that day. So I was telling people in a chat a while ago for other people that do crochet markets is one thing that I try to prioritize with any vendor event that I've done. I've been doing this for about 12 years with other businesses, but this is the first time I've taken only my crochet to an event. And I was telling them, go places that you would want to be at anyway, because then you can count your day as a win, even if you don't make sales. Luckily, I made more sales than I dreamed that I would at all, and that was amazing. But they wanted me to come back uh, next weekend, and I told her I don't have any inventory, especially since I took those custom orders. I've been really busy. Um, but yeah, go places where you like the environment and count your day as a win anyway. Like if there's live music, try and enjoy the live music. If there's some food, try and enjoy that. Just make the day work for you. Don't get discouraged if you go to a market and it's a dud. And even if you have a few duds in a row, I've been in this long enough to tell you that this kind of thing is highly, highly variable. So don't get discouraged. If you like making your art, just focus on that. And that is all I have for you today. So until next time, take care.